Welcome. My name is Crystal. I am also known as the Vegan Chef. Today I am here in my kitchen and I'm going to prepare something for you. Very special. Kind of simple, but very special to me. Mushrooms are my favorite. So I know that most of us vegans kind of miss chicken. I don't really miss it, but I know most of us do. And I know most vegans that aren't vegans feel like chicken cannot be vegan. So today I'm going to prepare for you a fried chicken, toasted toasted club sandwich with arugula. And I'm also going to make for you whole carrots, and I'm going to have them glazed with honey and turmeric. So we are going to get started, and you can follow along, and I hope that you learned something along the way. So let's get started. So today I have the carrots I was telling you about. I kind of took off the little leaves off top. I'm gonna leave the skins on because they give it like a rustic flavor and a rustic taste, and that's kind of where all the nutrients are, is in the skin that most people take off. So we're just gonna brush them clean, and we're gonna roast them in a pan with honey, and I've just got some wild honey flower here, and I also got some turmeric. So turmeric is really good, if you guys don't know, for inflammation. And so I kind of like the flavor as well, but it's really good for inflammation. Then I have my oyster mushrooms, which I'm going to do our chicken with. I am a lover of mushrooms, so that's what they look like. And then we're gonna season them. We're gonna roast them in the pan with some olive oil. Of course, some extra virgin olive oil. And then we're gonna season as needed, or season to taste. Most people like it a little salty. I don't do a lot of salt. When I do pink salt, but I do add season to taste so that you have a nice flavor. Okay, so we are gonna get started. I have my pan here. Gonna add my EVOO, as some would say, in the bottom of the pan. I'm gonna coat the, I am gonna coat the bottom of the pan, but just enough so that when I turn it, it is cooking nicely. I know it seems like I'm putting in a lot, but I'm not. It's just it's coming out very slow from this little holder here. Alrighty, should be good. I've already cleaned my oyster mushrooms. So we are gonna start with seasoning the oyster mushrooms. I kind of season them just like you season chicken. So however you do your chicken is however you're gonna do your mushrooms. You give it as much flavor as you want, and any kind of spice that you want. If you want a New Orleans flavor, if you want a home style flavor, you need to cook it according to how you would cook chicken. So I have my bowl here. I just use a little bowl, and to that, of course, we need a coating that's going to give it some crunch. So I don't use egg, but I do use Just Egg, and this is Just Egg. And Just Egg is a mung bean, so it's a vegan egg substitute. So I'm going to start by putting in here. It's giving me a hard time. Alrighty, so I start in two different methods, and I'm also going to use breadcrumbs. I use breadcrumbs and a little bit of cornstarch to keep it light. So remember not to overcook your oil. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting in my mushrooms in my bowl. And that should do it. And I have my tongs. So I kind of season the mushrooms first so that we can get the flavor all the way through the mushroom. So in my bowl, I start with my onion powder. I love, love, love onion powder. Again, you season to taste. Then I have my garlic powder. And I'm leaving it open because I'm also going to season it again. I use white pepper. It gives it more, to me, an intense flavor. And it just livens up any kind of vegetable that you use. So I love white pepper. I have Creole season. So we can get that fried chicken taste. Again, you season to taste. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of Himalayan pink salt. I don't use a lot of salt all the time, but for this I will. So I'll just use a little so that it can bring out the flavor in the mushroom. So with that, just toss it around. Then I'll add my just egg. Coat it, make sure it's well coated around the mushroom. So seasoning and everything is mixed around and it adheres to the mushrooms. I'm going to show you what it looks like once you get it all mixed around. So it should be coated like that. All right. It smells like chicken. It smells like chicken already, guys. All right, we can't smack the chicken, the mushrooms around like we would chicken because we don't want them to fall apart. We kind of want them to stay as whole as possible. Okay, our oil is cooking. While that's cooking, I'm also going to turn the burner on for our carrots, which is not going to take too long. Again, we're going to smack that with some EVOO. You're not putting in as much as you put in the oil for the mushrooms. You don't need as much at all. Okay, so once we coat that and get that going, we're gonna add our cornstarch, just a little. Then we're gonna add our breadcrumbs. And we need to make sure it's coated nice and well. Because remember, that's what's giving it its crunch. So that's our first coat. Okay, you just want to get that well mixed, well coated. Woo! All right, so this is what it looks like once we get it coated for the first time. And I'm gonna tell you, the more you layer the egg and the breadcrumb, the more crunch you're gonna get. So it's up to you. I like to go in maybe like a second time, just a little. And then I add my Goya. This is just an Goya pack. You guys know what that is. Gives it kind of another layer of flavor as well as color. So add just a little more. Just egg and just a little more breadcrumbs. Now we're ready to roll. Okay, so we're gonna start. Once we have it all coated, and there's a couple of spots in here. I want to make sure it's well coated. We're gonna begin to put it in the pan. And it will give us the fry that we're looking for. Okay. You can deep fry this if you like. I choose not to do that. I like it just fried on both sides. So you can't go wrong if you deep fry it. I just choose not to. I've also done this in the air fryer. So So today for you, I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, we have all of them out. Now, I'm going to scrub my carrots. Again, I'm going to keep the skins on the carrots just to give it that rustic flavor. So carrots are good for many things in the body. It has carotene. Of course, it's not a myth that carrots are good for your eyes. So please eat as many of them as you can or as you wish. Now I am going to cut off the remainder of the leaves. So the leaves are going to be cut off, the tops. Okay. And we're going to just layer them in there. We are going to add, we're going to let them simmer for a second first, guys. So this is what they would look like in the can. I'm going to flip our mushrooms over. Yeah, that's the color we're looking for. So I'll show you in a minute what we're looking for. And here, little baby ones. They look amazing. So this is the consistency. This is the color that we're looking for our mushrooms. You can see that. And they smell amazing, guys. So the amazing thing about this dish is that it's very light, very fun, very tasty. And you can just feel like you get a nice big chicken sandwich. So now I'm actually going to drain my chicken. So you want, just like you do chicken, to drain the grease off. So you want to be very careful that you don't put a greasy mushroom and plate it that way. So you just keep flipping it until you get all sides. All sides crispy. All sides. Looks amazing, guys. And it smells great. All right, I'm gonna let that sit for one more second. And while I do that, I'm gonna get my mushrooms. It's roasting. So while my carrots are roasting, I'll turn them just a little bit. They look great. They look like they came off the grill. So you kind of want that kind of look on there. Sauce. I'm going to get my vegan butter. It's plant-based butter made with plant butter, avocado. I'm going to just take a little bit of that and put it in with my carrots. Just a little. So that's going to create the glaze, the honey glaze. It's going to help to create that. Our chicken is done. Turn that off. Let's do the eggs. And we're all done. I'm going to remove that from the fire. And this is what we want it to look like. Looks great. Smells amazing. Alright, so now back to our carrots. So to that, use your judgment. And add your honey. Remember, we're making a glaze. So I kind of like to drizzle it over, give it a nice, so that you have a nice good glaze. So I'm gonna go over it, and then you got some turmeric. Oh, the smell of the turmeric is really amazing. So, oh yeah, that's good. That doesn't take long at all, because you want to kind of keep the crunch to it. So keep the flame low and just let the glaze up a little bit. So while we do that, I'm gonna take it to the other camera, to the other side of the room, where I'm going to show you how to build this baby. All right. Okay, so to build this thing, I have another little pan here, and we're gonna toast the bread this time. Just gonna toast it. Oh, our carrots are coming out so nice. I want you guys to see that. Can you see the glaze and everything on there? Oh, it smells amazing. It's just amazing. Amazing. So to toast the bread, I also put this in the air fryer sometimes. Today I'm gonna put it in the pan. I'm gonna show you a little bit of butter. And we're going to cut this rope. Okay. Now, it smells so good. So I went to the bakery and got this as soon as they were making it. So I waited like a bomb and made sure that I got on the fresh dough. So what we do is I'm gonna cut it on an angle. You can take that piece for I'm making my breadcrumbs for my soup. So I've got 2 slices. All right, you can slice this as thick or thin as you would like. And try that back up. Okay, guys. All right, so I've got some baby arugula, and that is what's going to go on my sandwich. And I've got some vegan mayo, also going to go on the bread. So I know it sounds crazy, but I am going to toast and I'm going to butter. I'm going to toast with butter and I'm going to add mayo. It just has a layer of flavor, which is fine. And my carrots look amazing. Just going to flip them around a little bit. And I'm going to turn them off so they can finish. So now I'm going to plate. I'm going to build our sandwich in 1 second. I'm going to toast our bread. So here's our slices of bread. Fresh bread. And I'm just going to toast it lightly on both sides. How you guys doing today? Hope everyone's fine. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves, learning a little something, getting hungry as I am. And okay, so one side is probably finished. Let's flip that over. Okay, that looks great. So this is kind of what we want our bread to toast. I don't want the bread to look like that. So, and it looks like I'm on fire over here, but I'm not, guys. All right. Great. And we're going to take our bottom bread. I kind of want the bread to go the same angle so that when you put it on top of one another, it goes the same direction. It's the OCD in me, guys. So the side without the butter, just we'll lay the butter side down on the bottom. Ooh. You use as much or little as you like. And I also forgot that we have our tomato. I like ripened vine tomatoes. For some reason, it just have a nice sweeter taste to me. I washed it off once. I washed it again. So, that's the ripened vine tomato off the vine. Then we're gonna use our bread and cut the top off. I literally go in again because I don't like that portion of it. Again, take that out of there. I like thin slices of tomato because I can layer them better with the thin slices. So, all three. Okay, so now we're gonna add our, this was still cooking. Okay, great. All right, so now we're gonna add our chicken. About 2 of them in here. And we're gonna add arugula. Has like a little peppery taste, but it's really good. And then we'll add our tomatoes. That smells good already. So we'll do that. And we'll add our other toasted bread. And again, the side without the butter is the side that we will use to cook the mayo. So, take that. Yeah, and then we'll take that and put it on top. Carrots, which are done. I could put a couple of toothpicks in, so that it can keep everything in the tomato and everything all in place. Just remember to take it out before you bite. Perfect. All right, then we'll take some of those glazed carrots. All right, so our carrots look amazing for glaze. So we're gonna take the carrots. Oh man, they smell great. So we just need about 3. And then we are going to spoon some of this glaze in here. Just a little bit. Perfect. Voila. All right. Okay, so now here is our finished product. We have our fried chicken sandwich with arugula, and we have honey glazed turmeric carrots. Well, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to taste it while you guys watch, and I'll just tell you how it tastes. And I'm not just going to tell you just because I'm telling you. I'm telling you it's going to be amazing. Oh, the carrot consistency is amazing. So it has a little bit of crunch. Awesome sauce. And I'm not even going to bother to be pretty with the sandwich. I am going to take the toothpick out. Listen. Make it. Try it. It's freaking amazing. All right, that's it for now. I do.